Now, as Ghana marks its Heritage Month this year, arts and craft vendors in Osu, Accra have positioned their businesses to meet the demands of their customers. From flexible pricing to bespoke services, traders are exploring varied strategies to keep their businesses competitive. ChannelOne News' Fauzu Masawudu engaged some vendors and has this report.
This part of the Osu Oxford Street in Accra is a shopper's paradise for Ghanaian fashion and crafts. As we mark the 2025 Heritage Month, the reason for our visit is to ascertain the readiness of business owners in meeting the demands of their clientele. The month of March is usually a profit-making season for arts and crafts vendors in Osu and other parts of the country. From woven items, clothes, handmade accessories, and traditional sculptures, customers are provided a wide array of goods to choose from. It may be early days yet, but vendors like Sarah Frimpong are already making significant profits.
This March, dear, is because of their children, because some people used to dress like how some of the teachers, they'll tell them to go and buy South Africa. So those people who support their mothers and fathers support her, but as for them, they will not come and buy like something like dresses or like bags, or no, they don't come and even this morning cry only for the kids, for bubu and those ahinema and those things there. Like this morning, this market is going on.
Conversely, it has not been business as usual. Peace Okine attributes the relative decline in patronage to economic challenges.
This year is very slow because I think the economy is very poor. Yeah, so people are not coming. So compare this year to maybe last 4 years, this year is very waste. People are not coming. Yes.
Consequently, I queried, what has been the strategy of traders like Sarah, who are already maximizing profits? Nothing exclusive to effective customer relation and her ability to painstakingly explain the complexities of her stocks, especially to customers from the diaspora.
This one is, if they are come to buy the fabric, we show them this one is high targets, this one is low targets, because some people they come, oh, this one is high target, and when they send it, they will tell some of the foreigners, because some of the foreigners they come and buy more of, so they don't know how to
differentiate.
Yeah.
Their counterpart, Emmanuel Kwanzaa, however, believes the emergence of technology has significantly impacted the art and craft market.
The market is on and off, especially the online people are making money than we the street hustlers, because the online they are already online. At least they brand themselves, they get good marketing and other stuff. We too are paying to go so that one day we too can just get somewhere international, then we can also brand our stuff.
At this market, there's more to just an attraction to the items on display. Headscarves like Odasubo, fabrics boldly capturing the Edinkra symbols, and other objects of affirmation to the rich Ghanaian culture all have a meaning connected to the preferences of buyers. But how much is enough to make a purchase here?
As for me, I have 250. It depends the style, yes, and the one you choose, yes. And for the kids dresses, it's about 120 going. Like if I have 60 series or 80 series, yeah, I can take. For instance, this one like this, 350.
It's 350.
And this batik too, I can give it to you 400 cedis, yes, because it's expensive, yeah.
I engaged Novella Robinson, a Ghanaian who had just returned from abroad.
I love coming down and shopping, so I've gotten a few things already.
What did you get?
Well, I had to get me some more waist beads, and then I got this nice little bracelet, and then someone made me one with my name on it.
Fantastic. How are the prices for you?
They're decent. Sometimes they can be a little up, so you have to negotiate.
Minister for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Abla Jifa Gomashi, emphasizes the vital role of fashion and art in preserving cultural heritage.
When I was a child, during a Champion's time, there was Operation Feed Yourself, and I recall vividly, as if it was yesterday, the fact that On a special day set aside for the celebration of agriculture, our schools will have poetry recitals and traditional dances and so on. And on one of the occasions, I was dressed in a beautiful kente. They had pepper as my earrings. Yes, pepper, chili pepper, the long red one. They had it as my earring, and they sellotaped it to my ear. And they gave me garden eggs for a pendant.
The month of March transcends singing the choruses of pomp and pageantry, but a unique opportunity for us to reflect on our heritage as a people. And like what I am wearing, you may want to grab any of these fashion or crafts at a shop near you just to show the world how proud you are as a Ghanaian. Reporting for Channel One News, Fauzuma Saudu, Accra.
Now, residents of Asylum Down near the environs of the Irani Clinic in Accra are calling on city authorities to clear heaps of coconut husk that has accumulated at the site over the years. The husk, due to years of accumulation, have become a breeding ground for rodents and have degenerated into a public health issue. Manuel Ayama has been following up on this report.
Right behind me are heaps of coconut husks. And this is located at a major stretch here in Accra at Asylum Down. Now the issue here is not just its location, but because it harbors rodents and poses as a health hazard to residents here. But what is even more disturbing is that it's situated right opposite a healthcare facility.
What we do is that we treat people, we prescribe medication, and the people go and they come back with the same, diseases, and we see that this situation is negating our effort in health care, delivery. We normally use the place as a parking place for the clients, people visiting the clinic, and we pay rent. We pay rent to there's an old lady there. We pay rent to there. But now it looks like the clients, when they come, they park on the shoulders of the road.
A wheelbarrow of coconut husks costs 3 to 4 Ghana cedis to dump here. For coconut hawkers, this site provides an easy way to dispose of their waste, even though it poses a significant health risk.
No wa charge it depend quantity no na say won say bottle no ebi ni ene bi nso si echi no nti oba na so no nso wa ma na ye de ko ma me ne ho akohwe ego times nso do na nso unsa ha no na nsa kura ye full up ti na ye nya kwan wo ho nti ne ye de ko odo na ye koto oh ye tueska kakra
Ayokoko, who has been overseeing the land where the husks are dumped for years, says her efforts to clear the area have been unsuccessful.
Mi wo bi mu afes omo besisa. Nti mi de omo ye djuma no ache. E kire no company no beguye. E beguye no ye beba sa na edos no said the ni baby a digu first no na ninam second no obi denchi otona wawie na wahwe no wo hu obi a na wahwe egu nti me bua no wa ha no na sesa nya obi afa nku gonta mu bi.
She welcomes help from authorities to remove the waste and improve sanitation. However, she fears that clearing the site would put her business, which depends on collecting dumping fees, at risk.
Pacho de mi pese mi kan se omo bua mi na ensa wo hantem. I said mi ye wen adwuma ya che. Mi so say we value say ya, but just 3 cedi 4 cedi. No, yeah,
Beyond the health concerns, Residents also highlight that the husk accumulation contributes to flooding in the area.
Nyayanka yentu mfiri ha mum yentu asie mfiri ha because minimum de enti a asase wura no so no oye saade no wo de wasase de eniema ebola begwa obi atwa na okasa obi atwa na so omuyi gata ni mu no ente frɛ pa ye dem nyina ente frɛ wo ho ente frɛ so kawa yale nko a e na ode maye nti no meme de ka me nko de a ene ka obia kwa anya me nko a obia ha obia ha yen ya ye wo ha nyina eriem ensuo tokra de na ase kora ensuo to a ekọ bebia kwa na afọ seke ho nyina o eduru ho nyina.
At the Iran clinic, staff and patients continue to call on authorities to intervene, but their pleas have gone unanswered.
The last time I spoke with the assembly was when I met the then DC, Mr. Tivia, and he gave me a gentleman who is supposed to see to it clearance. When I met him the second time, he assured me that some company will come from Tema to clear, the husk. But to no avail, I've not seen anybody. I also, during the monitoring activities of the EPA, they came to the clinic and I complained to them. The EPA, they also said that they don't deal with specific cases, so I should go to the assembly. So that's where we are.
Off the record, officials at the Koliklote Municipal Assembly admit they are aware of the problem. However, they claim that no formal concerns have been raised with them regarding the potential health risks, despite residents' repeated complaints. Now, clearing these husks will serve as a breath of fresh air for not just residents, but the healthcare facility located here, hawkers, commuters, and the general community. City authorities have therefore been urged to do the needful. For Channel One News, I am Manuel Ayama.
Now, you recall that in October 2023, we brought you a story about the dire situation in Nyankpala Kuku Naili, where pupils there are forced to walk close to an hour to access education due to the lack of school facility nearby. The report received positive responses. Now, the Tolon District Assembly has handed over a 3-unit classroom block for use by the pupils in the area. This is just a little after a year since we aired that report. Our Northern Regional Correspondent Shawana Yusuf returns to the community.
For years, school children in Nyankpalakuku, Nayele and its neighboring communities endured an hour-long walk to Nyankpala Township just to access basic education. The lack of a school in their community forced local authorities to convert a dilapidated mosque into a makeshift classroom for children under 6 who were too young to make the long commute. This situation caught the attention of stakeholders after City News reported on the plight of the community. Now, a fully furnished 3-unit classroom block has been handed over to the community by the Tolong District Assembly. Speaking to City News, the head teacher of Kuku Naili DA School recounted the challenges they faced, which made teaching and learning extremely difficult and negatively impacted enrollment. He expressed hope that the new classroom would boost both enrollment and academic performance.
Teaching is not going well with us since they opened our school. But right now, we thank God, we have now gotten a new structure. I believe teaching is now going to be well with us.
The assembly member for Nyankpala South, which encompasses Nyankpala Kuku Naili, Mahama Seidu, acknowledged the positive impact of City News' report, which also addressed issues around electricity and water in the community.
We have the school, we have the electricity, in our level with the water. And we're even lucky. They drilled a borehole for us, but there was a lot of salt in it. So we are so hoping that maybe with time, the water situation to get well.
The chief's representative expressed gratitude to City News for bringing their challenges to light and appealed for further support to improve the community's living standards.
We want to be more excited by getting more of such. So we pray City News should still help. They should come to our aid to help sell us more, so that NGOs and the privileged who have more should come our way and we'll get more of such on behalf of the chief, and we are very grateful.
The district engineer explained that limited resources hindered the completion of the originally planned 8-unit classroom block. He, however, assured the community of the Assembly's commitment to continue the project once additional funding is secured, either from the government or philanthropic sources.
Resources are limited, scarce resources, and therefore, as and when we receive funding, we are able to perform an activity. And this is an urgent issue we had to deal with.
Pupils at the Nyankpala Nayele DA Primary will now breathe a sigh following their handing over of a 3-unit classroom block to the community. They are meanwhile calling on authorities to ensure that they get more buildings to prevent their siblings from having to travel or commute long distance in search of education. For Channel One News, my name is Shawana Yusuf, reporting from Nyankpala Nayele in the Tolong district.